In the past few episodes, we have put together this set of mini albums, journals, and pop-up books. Today, we're going to be creating a box to compile all together and make a cute little stationery set so you can have this handy on your desk to document and treasure your everyday memories. So hi guys, welcome back to the channel and to a new 1 hour crafting episode. So I have kind of played around with the layout, how I want my stationery box to be displayed. So I think this will be a really cute project to document everyday moments, but for me to actually use the journals, the documenting, and everything that I create, I need to have it in front of me. So I wanted to create this stationery box so we can have on the side of our desk, or maybe you can have it in your nightstand and just remember to do a little bit of journaling or documenting at the end of your day. And so yeah, so I am kind of playing around with how I want to display this, which is really important for how I want the box to look like. It's knowing how I want this to be displayed. You can switch these two. You can play around with the layout, how you want to see it. Maybe you want those kind of like a bookcase thing, and then this on in the front. But anyway, so I think I came up with the layout where I actually want to be able to see all the front of all of these pieces. So I'm gonna put this to the side, and we are going to be working on heavyweight cardstock. So I have black heavyweight cardstock, 110 pounds or 300 grams. So we're just going to go ahead and open this up, and I'm just going to take a few pages here. So we are going to start here. And I will have also a cutting guide for this, so if you want to download that from the website, I'm gonna have the link below. So I want this stationery box to also be a memory box or a memory keeping on its own. So we're going to be also adding places to add pictures or features on our box as well. So I'm going to start with one piece that is going to be 11 by 8. Okay, and we are going to score at 1 inch on each side. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 inch, and then turn this around and do 1 inch here. And I do apologize if my voice sounds cracky, because I have been a little bit under the weather and sick, and I've been coughing a lot. So I'm just really trying to put it together for this video. I might have to stop here and there. So we're just gonna go ahead and score at 1 inch on each side. Okay, and I'm going to cut along the little score line here, and then maybe do a little notch so we kind of have that little section separated. And you want to do that notch on the small side. Okay, so we're just gonna go like that, and then here again like that. And then we are going to fold along the score lines. Okay, so we're just gonna fold and fold, and we are going to put these here to the side for now. Okay, so then we are going to cut two pieces at 2.5 by 3 inches. So we're gonna do 2.5 by 3, and then we're going to do two pieces of 2.5 by 4. So we're gonna do 2.5 by 4. And then we're going to do two pieces, and these ones are going to be 6 by 2.5. Okay, and we are going to go ahead and score all of these pieces here. Let's bring this out, bring this. So we're going to score along the 2.5 at 1.5. Okay, so we're going to do the same for all of these pieces. And same thing here, 2.5. We're going to score at 1.5. And then for the small pieces, same thing, we're going to score at 1.5 here. And so now we are going to fold along the score lines. Okay, so we're just going to fold all of these pieces, and I'm just going to fold here and this and this one here. And now we're going to start putting these together. So we are going to glue these little sections in to form the box first. Okay, so we're going to form the base of the box. So make sure that you're folding on all the score lines. So this one also needs to be folded here. Okay, and I'm going to add the glue over on this little section and form the corner. Okay, so it's gonna go there, and same thing over here, and we're gonna put that right there, and then same on this other side. So we're gonna add the glue and add the glue here and close this too. And there we go. And make sure that you're keeping your corners perpendicular. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold that right. And so now we're going to start with the small pieces. So these are the 3-inch tall sections here, and we're gonna put the corners in. So the 1 inch is facing the front and the 1.5 is facing the side. And so we're just going to add the glue down here and down here, right? And so we're gonna put that on the corner. Okay, so it's gonna be a little column, if you may. And then this one, same. So you want the 1 inch facing the front and the 1.5 facing the side. And I'm just going to add my glue here. Okay, so we're gonna put that right there like that, and we're gonna just hold these, let this dry for a little bit. Now we're gonna grab the next size, which is the 4 inches, and we're gonna do the same. So we are going to glue this so the 1 inch is facing, this time we're gonna glue this right next to the other piece. So basically this will go right here, and this 1 inch is going to be facing the front, and the 1.5 is going to be facing the side. And I'm just going to add glue over these. Oh, I guess I didn't need glue here yet. Okay, so we only need glue on the 1.5 inch side, and we're gonna put that up here like this. Okay, and this is going to be the separation for the pockets that we're gonna have. Okay, so for now we're just gonna glue that like this, and we're gonna glue the other one. So remember, the 1.5 is what is gonna go on this side, and we're gonna put that piece right here like that. Okay, and then we're going to add the next one, which is the 6 inch side, and again the 1 inch is going to be facing the front, and you're going to glue this down, this section here, to the side panel. So let me give you a look of what we're doing here. So we're gluing along this side wall, and we're using that 1.5 as the spacing, and this is on the front for now, but we're gonna add another piece to that. So we are now gonna glue the next one. Okay, and just right next to that other one. Okay, so that's gonna go here, and now we're gonna add the other one back here. Okay, so we have these kind of like, it's kind of like stepping up, step up little pockets. So now we are going to cut again here 2 pieces. These are just going to be 3 by, I'm gonna say by 2. Okay, so 3 by 2. Let's do another one here. 3 by 2. And then we're going to do 2 pieces that are going to be 4 by 2. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this at, let me do it at 2 by 4. And we are going to score at 1 inch along the 2 inches. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and score here along the 2 inches at 1 inch. And we're going to do the same for all of these pieces. Okay, so fold along the score lines. Let's fold, and let's fold here. Then we're also going to cut 1 piece at 9 by 6 and 1 piece at 9 by 4. So let me cut another one here. Okay, so 9 by 6 and 9 by 4. And we are going to glue the 9 by 4 piece over here. So we're gonna place this one on the second column, the one that measures 4 inches. So we're gonna glue that piece back there. Okay, so we're gonna add that in at the center right there. And let me make sure, okay, so we're not making it, I don't want it bending like that, so I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. So instead of 9, I'm going to do 8 and 7/8. And same thing for this one, 8 and 7/8. Okay, and we're going to add the glue on the sides, and add the glue on the sides here, and then this one is going to go on that first. See, now it fits without bending, so we're just gonna put that right there on the front. Okay, and let's put that right there, and then we're gonna do the 6-inch one on the second back here, so you can see it kind of come together. So we're gonna add the glue on the 1 inch and the glue on the 1 inch on the side. So this is gonna go and connect that one piece right there. Okay, so make sure that is right at the edge, right there, like that. Okay, and now we're gonna use our small pieces to secure those in place. So we're gonna use the 3-inch pieces, and we're just gonna glue these right on the corner to connect and to secure this piece here. So we're gonna put that right there. Okay, so I'm gonna add glue on both sides, and we're just gonna put that on the corner right here. Okay, and we're gonna do the same with the 4-inch piece. So add glue on both sides, and we're gonna place this on the corner here. Okay, Now it looks like a lot of steps, but it's actually pretty easy, pretty simple. We just want to make sure we're reinforcing our box. Okay, so we're gonna put that right there like that. And we're gonna do the same on the other side. So I'm just gonna add my glue and place this in the corner right up there. Okay, so we're gonna put that here, and we are going to add glue, and we're gonna put this on the corner right there. Okay, and just gonna press down. I'm pressing down from the back. So now I'm going to cut 2 pieces. These are going to be 6 by 3.5, and they're going to score at 1 inch along the 3.5. So let's bring this out, and we are going to score at 1 inch and score at 1 inch here. And let's fold and fold, and we're gonna bring back our box, and now we're gonna be adding these ones on the back. So you want the 1 inch facing the back panel, and the other side is gonna go on this side and connect to this one here. So we're gonna add the glue kind of like on the side here and over here, and then you want to add it on this edge. Okay, just by a little bit, because you only connect 1/2 inch of that. So we're gonna put that excuse my voice, and connect right here, this piece. Okay, so we're just gonna press down. Okay, and then maybe I can lay this flat so I can press down on this side, and then we're going to do the same over on the other side here. So we're gonna add glue on the bottom and glue over here, and then glue on the edge, and we're going to put this piece right back here like this. Okay, so we're just gonna, again, I'm gonna lay this down so I can press and I can press. Okay, so we have, oh, let's put it like this so I can press on that little corner too. Okay, and so here's what we have so far. I think it's coming together. So now we're gonna work on the back panel. So since I want this to be a journaling stationery, I want the back panel to basically have a pocket for me to, I always print my 4x6 pictures on my selfie Canon, so I want to be able to print some pictures ahead and have it ready, so when I'm ready to go to my little box, I have everything I need. So I'm going to first cut one piece at 9 by 6, and then I'm going to cut another piece, and this is going to be 10 by 4. Okay, and this 10 by 4 we are going to score along the 10 inches at 1/2 inch and at 9.5, and along the 4 inches we're going to score at 1/2 inch here. Okay, so all the way down, and I'm going to cut the corners to make this into a pocket. So then we're just gonna press down, fold down along the score line, and this piece is going to go right here. So now we have our pockets on this page. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and glue these 3 sides. Right there like that. Press down and press down here. Okay, and then we're gonna glue this onto our box, but I'm going to go ahead and add my paper. So I'm going to use some of my scrap pieces, and we're gonna cut this here at 8 3/4, and then this piece is about 3 3 1/4, but again I'm just using my leftovers, and we're gonna put these here on the back. So let's go ahead and glue this down and place these right there, and then we're gonna cut this other one. This one is going to be 3 1/4 by 8 3/4, and then we're gonna place this on the pocket or on the top of the pocket, and we're going to add the glue and place in this piece here. Let me make sure it's straight, and there we go. So that's just the base cardstock, and then this is gonna be our pocket. And I made this 3 1/2, so when we put our 4 by 6 prints, you can still kind of see that, or you can place them standing up. But this whole piece is going to go on the back here. Okay, so that's going to be the back of our box. So I'm just going to add the glue on these 3 sections. Okay, so lots of glue, and this is not glue, but it's okay. And then we're going to add these here. So you want to make sure these are all perpendicular and straight. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm just gonna lay this down and press this from the inside to all the sides. Okay, so press down and press down. Okay, so that's gonna be the back of our box, and then we have our fun little storage pocket to put pictures or whatever. And we have the first box, the second box, and now we're gonna work on the front. Now for the front here, I'm going to do another feature. So we are going to cut a piece that is going to be 9 by 4, and we're going to score this piece at 1 inch along the 4-inch side. Okay, so we're gonna score here at 1. I'm just gonna score at 3, and we're going to fold along this score line. Now before I glue this down, I'm going to cut another piece here, and this is going to be 10 by 3. So we're going to do 10 by 3 and, or sorry, 10 by 2 and a half. Okay, so 10 by 2 and a half, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch along the 2 and a half, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch and at 9 and a half, and then we're going to cut these corners to make a pocket, fold along the score lines. Okay, so we will have another pocket on the front, so we're going to glue these So if you're laying this down, you have your score line, your 1 inch down here. So we're gonna place this one on top of that, okay? And I'm just gonna fold this back so I can see the edge. And we're going to glue this down. Oops, let's see here. So we're gonna add the glue on these 3 sides, okay? And place this piece right here like that and press down. Okay, so we're gonna put that there, and then we're going to just go ahead and add the paper. So I'm gonna cut this at 8 3/4 by 1 3/4, and then this piece I'm gonna cut at 2 3/4 by 8 3/4, and I'm just gonna put this one on the back. Actually, I might just make this one a little bit smaller. I'm just gonna say 2 because I don't need that much. So we're just gonna glue this down. This one is gonna go inside these pockets, and I think this pocket's gonna be really practical to add like stickers or tags or something that you can later use when you are adding your pictures and documenting. Okay, so we're gonna put that, and then I'm going to add this piece right here. Okay, so that's gonna go there, and then press down and press down. Then we're going to go ahead and glue this 1 inch section right along this piece here. So I'm going to add my glue, and we're gonna add this right there. So the front of the box is going to open up. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold it and make sure it glues. You can open it and just kind of press down right over here and press down. And then to that, we're also going to be adding 2 corner pockets. So I'm gonna cut 2 pieces at 3.5 by 2.5, and we're going to score these 2 pieces here at 1/2 inch on both sides. Okay, so let's move this to the side. So I'm going to score at 1/2 inch and at 1/2 inch, and then same thing for the other one, 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. And so now we're just going to cut the corners, and I'm going to put these 2 pieces on my cutting board. So I'm going to hold them back to back like a mirror image, and I'm just gonna cut a little corner over on this side. So we have 2 corner pockets, and we are going to just simply fold along the score lines now. We fold and fold, and then we're going to bring this box back, and we're just going to put these little corner pockets, 1 on each side, and they're going to be really practical again to add some stickers or something that you want to have handy on your box. And I'm just going to put that right there, press down, and we're just going to add this other pocket on the corner here, and I'm just gonna put that right there like that. And now you can add a magnet to keep these close here, but I have this really cute paper clips that says like happiness and family and today. You know, there's a lot of cute little things in there. So I think I'm gonna skip on the magnets and just gonna have these little clips holding the sides like that. So it would be like a cute little secret place in there. And okay, so I think I love how this is coming along. I'll add the paper here in a minute. But then for the sides, we have a really nice opportunity here to also do another pocket, of course. So I'm gonna use a piece, and I don't think this will be, I think this is actually perfect. So we're gonna cut this at 6 by 6, okay, and we're going to score along one side. We are going to score at 1/2 inch and at 1 and at 1.5, and then we're going to score at 4. Hold on, let me go from the other side. We're gonna score at 5.5 and 5 and 4.5. There you go. Okay, so you want the center to be 3 inches. So we're gonna score at 1/2, 1, 1.5, and then 4.5, 5, and 5.5. And along the 6 inches, I am going to score at 1 inch. Okay, and we're going to take out these 4 little score line sections here. So we're going to take out that corner and these here like that. So you only want this middle section on the bottom, and we're going to fold, and I'm actually going to angle these corners like that. Okay, so we're just going to angle that, and then the side wings we are going to fold like accordion folds. So we're gonna go like that and like that, and then same thing on the other side, folds like an accordion fold like that. Okay, and then for these bottom corners, I'm also going to middle the corner here and just gonna go up like that to avoid some of this bulk. Okay, and there we go. So you're gonna end up with a piece that looks like this, and we're gonna go ahead and glue this to the side. So I'm going to glue first that bottom section. Okay, so I think it's fun to have all these different pockets and things on the box. It just makes it so practical. And then I'm going to glue. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna add my glue, and we're gonna hold this in place. I'm just gonna hold it there for a minute. We're gonna wait for this to dry, and then we're going to glue. Okay, let's open that up and press down here. Okay, and then we're going to glue these two sides. So we're gonna scrunch this back in and glue that right there. So I think I need to move this out. Okay, so I can get more room. And we're going to add the glue on each side here, and just fold it and place that right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of hold it from the back like that and like this. Okay, and then on the side we're gonna have these expandable pockets. So again, I'm just gonna give it a minute to dry. Okay, so here on the side we have a fun little foldable pocket, again, to put little cards. You can even put some crafty tools here on the side if you need to. And I'm going to go ahead and add another one of those. So I'm going to cut this one at 6 by 4, and this time we're going to score at 1 inch along the 4-inch side, and then along the 6 we're gonna do the same. We're going to score at half, 1 and 1.5, and then 4.5, 5 and 5.5. And we're basically going to again cut at an angle here and cut that and cut a bit of an angle there as well. And then we're just going to fold along the score lines. Okay, so we're gonna make another one of these little pockets, and I'm just gonna fold, fold and fold right there. And we are going to go ahead and glue this one on the other side. Okay, so again I'm just going to add that piece. Okay, so we're gonna put this one down first, and then we're going to glue the sides. But first I'm just gonna hold this and make sure that it dries. Okay, so we're just gonna hold, press down, and then I'm gonna open and glue the 2 little sides. Okay, and I could continue going on and on this box. I'm just having so much fun, and I don't even know where we are with our time for the 1 hour crafting. I hope we're still within the hour because I don't have a timer today. I'm actually stopping a lot because I'm not feeling my best, and the girls are not in school this week, so I keep getting interrupted, if you may say. Okay, so here we have the other little expandable pocket. I am gonna hold it here a little bit longer to make sure it dries. Maybe I can use my clips to help me hold this for now, just until it dries right there. So we have 2 cute little expandable pockets here. And now going back to the idea of having another place to put pens and things, I think I'm gonna create something like that right there. So I'm going to cut a piece that's going to be 7, let's do 7 by 7. Okay, so I'm gonna cut these at 7 by 7, and we're going to score along one side. Along one side we're gonna score at 1 and 2, and then on the other side we're gonna do 1, 2, and then we are going to do 5 and 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 5 and 6, and then just like we did before, I'm going to take out these corner pieces. Okay, so we're gonna take those 4 out and take these 4 out, and now we are just going to fold along the score lines. Okay, so fold and fold here, and then we can go ahead and add, this is more of like a dimensional pocket, we can add that one on this side right here. So I'm going to start by gluing the 1 inch here on the edge. So we're just gonna glue these down right there. Okay, make sure it's right at the edge. Okay, so we have that, and then we're gonna fold these all are gonna fold in, and we're gonna glue these on the side. Okay, so let's add the glue and add the glue here. Isn't it fun how we're just like coming out with this box basically as we go? I had nothing really, I had an idea, but I had not a full solid plan, and this is just turning out so practical and so fun. And like I said, I could keep adding more things to this box because I think it's super fun. But at some point we have to finish the video, finish the box. Okay, so I think that's gonna be like an added place so we can put pens in here, whatever it is that you're using for crafting. Pens, scissors. I don't know if this will fit. This probably won't fit the glue, but that's okay. The glue can stand on the side. And here we go. So that's gonna be our little side pocket. I can take this out now. And I think to balance this out, I'm gonna add another small little pocket. I mean, just to kind of have something here too. And I'm thinking if I want to do a pocket like this, or if I want to do a pocket like this one. So since you have this one, you could repeat the same measurements and put it here. And I'm gonna do a different measurement for that other pocket. So we're basically going to do this next piece at 7 by 4. Okay, or 7 by 5 actually. Okay, so we're gonna do this at 7 by 5, and we're going to score along the 5 inches. We're gonna score at 1 and 2, and along the 7 we're gonna do 1, 2, 5, and 6. And we're gonna cut the 4 corners here. Okay, and then cut these 4 sections there. And then we can go ahead and fold along the score lines and fold here and there. And then we can go ahead and glue this down. So let's take this and we're going to glue this piece. Okay, so that's gonna go right there here first. Okay, so just press down, and then this one is going to go like that. Okay, so again we're going to glue these 2 sides and just close that and press down. Okay, and press down here and just hold. Okay, so I apologize because my camera stopped recording, but I went ahead and finished gluing this side here, and I also glue in between these 2 pieces to connect them together. And then I just went ahead and started adding the paper. So I'm just covering all these sides here. So I'm going to be gluing these. So this piece here is 2 3/4 by 4 3/4, and I'm just gonna glue them over here and just place that piece right there. And then I'm going to do the same for the other side. So 2 3/4 by 4 3/4, yes. And that will be the same over here. Okay, so we're just gonna glue That's right there. And my goal with this paper collection was to finish the paper pack, and I'm actually pretty happy that I am done with. I mean, I'm using mainly, this was the last 12 by 12 sheets, and I'm mainly just using all of my little scrap pieces. So this is going to be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then same thing for the back. Okay, and I am just going to glue this down right here. Okay, so we're gonna place that, and then I'm gonna put this one over on this side. Okay, and put that right there. And although I'm gonna be using the clips, I think I'm still gonna add magnets here. And so I am gonna put just a little magnet somewhere up here and here. Okay, we're just gonna put those two, and then secure that with a little bit of tape. Okay, so let's add these two, and then we're going to add that, and I'm just gonna add some glue, and then we're gonna close and press down, and we're gonna let that glue transfer over. Okay, so we're just gonna put that right there, and I'm gonna add tape right here. Okay, so tape and tape, and then we are going to add this piece here. So I'm going to cut these. This is going to be, I think, 3 by 2, or 2 3/4 by 1 3/4, and that is gonna go here, and then this one will go on the other side. But I am going to mark where I'm going to be cutting these. I'm just gonna place it, and I'm gonna grab a pencil, and I know it's hard to see, but you will see on yours where your corner ends. Okay, so I'm just marking those two tips, and then you want to place this back to back like that, so you get a mirror image. And then we are going to just cut on those lines like that. And now I'm just going to take this and add the glue here, and let's see if did I do this right. Let's see if I got the right angle. It's a little bit deeper, so I'm actually gonna cut this again. Let's see this one here. Okay, so let's fix this. I need to make it a little bit more in. Okay, hopefully that works. Alright, so we're just gonna glue these little sections right there, and then this other one, and I'm just gonna finish up again with some of my scrap pieces. So I'm gonna put this piece right back here. I know it's gonna be a bit of a challenge, so I'm just gonna put that like that, and then put this one like this. Okay, so here is our box. I think I'm just going to add one of these images. As you can see, I still have quite a lot of different cut aparts and things, which are gonna be perfect to add as I am adding my documenting, and we can cut some of these pieces and put it on the pocket and just kind of have it all ready. But I will be adding one of these maybe on the front, but let's just go ahead and do a quick look of these. I think this turned out super cute. I hope that you guys like it. So we have this very practical pocket here on the front, and then this is gonna open up, and then we have these two other pockets. So just imagine this is on your stationery desk or whatever, you know. You can always keep it on the side and then bring it to the table when you're ready to do some journaling. And then you have over here some stickers and some little things, and then we have this side pocket where you can put more stickers, cut apart, things like that, pens, scissors, I mean whatever you need to have handy. These cute little expandable pockets on this side here as well. And then we have our separation or dividers for our books that we're going to be adding. And then on the back, of course, another very practical pocket to add scrapbook paper, whatever it is that you use to document. I think I'm going to be printing pictures ahead and just leaving them in there. And now let's go ahead and add our books. So these are the books that we have been creating here on our 1 hour crafting series. So if you have missed any of these videos, I do have a playlist for the 1 hour crafting, and you can go back and check the tutorial for all of these projects and some other projects that I have in there as well. So we have, this is kind of like a scrapbook memory book. Then we have this other one, kind of like a little journaling planner, I don't know, traveling notebook, whatever you want to call it. I think I call this a traveler notebook, scrapbook, because it is more like a scrapbook type of thing. And I just love all the different features and pieces, and that will go back there. Then we have our pop-up book, this was probably one of my favorites. So very simple, opens up, it says happy happy, you can put a picture there. And each one of these also has a fun little feature. So again, the tutorials, they're all here on the playlist. You can also find cutting guides with the link to the tutorial on my website. And then each one of these has a little pop-up, so you can replace this with a picture, of course. And yeah, super fun. So this one will go right here at the center, made its own little special compartment. And then this one here, which is our 6x6 three-dimensional book, so it opens up like this. And then you also have like these things that open to the side, and each one of the pages is this three-dimensional layouts, and they all kind of have a little opening section there. And so yeah, so that is the 3D book. This one has an accordion folds, and yeah, and then this one will go here on the front. And I wanted to create this opening here. I will cover this up with paper, but I wanted to create this opening here so you can have that as a cute display when you are journaling. And then this, of course, will close up, and then you can add more little things in there. And I know I put magnets in here, but I also want to add these cute little clips in there that says like happy and things like that. And you can add them, you know, throughout. Just dress up your fun stationery memory box. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this 1 hour video. I hope that we're still under the 1 hour and I hope that you enjoy making this with me. Again, I have the cutting guide listed on the website, so you can cut all your pieces ahead, and it's a great way to also support my channel. And if you want to see more videos, please consider becoming a member. I always do a bonus tutorial, technique video, and a live class once a month, and also my Patreon, where I do a digital collection and a tutorial using that collection as well. And actually, I can give you a sneak peek of the project that is coming up, because I just finished this. So all the classes are on Patreon right now, but I'm still working on filling in the inside pages so I can do a final walkthrough. So you'll probably see this video coming up this weekend, and if you wanna get ahead and start with the classes. They're all on Patreon, as well as the digital collection, which I absolutely love. So I hope you guys like it and are excited to see this new project. But again, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Please subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.